Alright, welcome everybody to the Gaming Corner. As usual, my name is Matt. I don't think it's changed yet. Still Matt. So, today, in today's comparison video, I want to take a few minutes here to talk about what's been going on. I've been having some issues with my recording software. So, in the video you're going to see of the comparison, there's going to be no sound. Technically from the recordings. I'm going to have another recording I did letting the sound play from that one. So at least we'll get some kind of sound. But today, the games will be, it's going to be 360 versus PC again, and it's going to be Sega Rally Revo. Now, the PC version here. This one does not work on Windows 10, Windows 11. I had to build an XP machine to get this one to run properly, to run off the disk, which is what I'm using. The XP machine actually sits back over here. You can kind of see the keyboard right here and the mouse. It sits here. The 360 version naturally runs off the 360. It is not backward compatible, so it does not run off the Xbox One X or anything like that. And that is a shame. Microsoft really needs to rethink how to do their backward compatibility, because if you have the CD of the game, they should really allow their backward compatibility for Xbox 360 and the OG Xbox. They should just allow you to be able to run the CDs. I can't see there being a reason for copyright stuff or anything like that, because you own the disc. So it would be nice if they would just make it to where you can run on the Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and stuff like that, where if you have the disc of the games will work in backward compatibility mode. Stop and think. The Sega unit you see sitting right here, this top piece, the power base converter, allows me to play any original Master System game. I think there's like 3 that don't work off of here, and one of them is the F-16 game. Doesn't work on here. That one I know for a fact. Can't remember the others, but every game works on it, and that's what Microsoft should have done. But like I said, these are the 2 games, and without further ado, let's get into comparisons. Alright, so as you can see, here I am inside Windows XP. This is going through my recording software, and the screen was not set up right. So you are going to see me go ahead and adjust the screen here in a minute. But as you can see, underneath graphic options, we're running a 9800 GT, 1080p, 60 Hz. And the settings were all maxed out as high as I could get them. Now here you're going to see me start to adjust the recording software so it looks a little bit better and fits the screen properly before we get into the actual game. So here I am just making the adjustment. Now we can see things a little bit better. Alright, so here we go. Xbox 360 on the left side of the screen and Windows XP on the right. Now, I do have to say with this game that if you're looking for a decent arcade-style rally game, this is one to look into. I consider this one to be a hidden gem on the 360 or the PS3. On the Windows XP version, you can, I said in the beginning, it doesn't run on Windows 11. There is a way to make it run on there, but I decided I wanted to run it on original hardware of the time. So that's why I built the XP machine. But alright, here we go. Now, if you saw my first video that I did with Sonic Racing, I said that the 360 version looked better because of the darker graphics. Graphics being a little bit darker. Now, I did run that one on my Windows 11 machine, or was it my FX? No, it was my FX machine. Now, this one's running on XP, and this time, the Windows version is slightly darker. And that could be because of the shader I was using on Windows XP. I was using the shader 3.0, where Xbox you use whichever one it has there, so the lighting is definitely slightly different on the XP version. And I actually find that to be extremely great. I like the way the XP version's lighting is done. Physically wise, if you're playing this game, either copy works great. Both look great, both sound great, and that. Like I said, I think this is a hidden gem you need to get on either your PS3 if you have it, or on the Xbox 360 if you got that one. There is a way to make this work on Windows 11. The game is considered to be abandonware, considering Sega no longer makes it or even supports it. And that's about all I'm going to say on that part. You have to do a little bit of search on that if you want to find out what I meant by that. But alright, pretty much I think both versions of this game are great. I'm not going to talk all the way through the whole thing. I just want to do a little bit of recording here for you. I do find this to be a very fun arcade racer. It's not going to outdo like the Dirt series or anything like that if you want realism or more realism, because this is strictly arcade racing. Gotta love how that dirt gets all over the car though. But yeah, as you can see from here, both ones I think look really good. It's very hard to tell the difference besides for just the lighting being different on the PC. Games both run smooth. I do think in a way the XP one runs a bit smoother. I don't know if it was at a 60 frames altogether since I did not put VSync on. I know when I run this on my Windows 11 and I turn on my frame counter, I have it set to run at 120 hertz because it's my monitor. The monitor I run is an LG. It can do 144 hertz. I find 120 to be the sweet spot. And when I run this game and I throw it on the Windows 11 one and I put it at that 120 hertz at 4K, let's just say it is so buttery smooth, but my frame counter shows that I'm running at probably about 600 frames per second. At the end of this video, I'll show a little bit of the 4K version of the game, and part of the reason why I won't compare these games at different settings that way wise. You know, I want the resolutions to be the same, because the 4K is gorgeous, and on Windows 11 it uses the auto HDR, which I have turned on, which probably puts the lighting closer looking to what you see in the 360 in reality. You guys can kind of determine that when I show it at the end here. But this is about all I really needed to say. I'm just rambling now because I got nothing else to really talk about at the moment. But like I said, if you got a 360 or a PS3 still and you don't have this game, look it up. Try to get hold of it. It is definitely worth it. I think I paid like 10 bucks for mine when I bought it. And actually I might have paid less than that because I picked it up at GameStop and I removed the stickers and how much it costed me. Might have only been like 2 bucks at GameStop because they were clearancing out all their 360 games at the time. But alright, race 1 is done here. Race 2 and 3 are still going. Sorry about the no sound. I have got that fixed since then. So the next game will have all of the sound that it needs. Until then, thank you for watching. And if you want, fast forward to the end and check out what it looks like on Windows 11. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. There you go. Windows XP versus the Xbox 360 and Sega Rally Revo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Revo. So for me in this one, both units did a great job. I do like the lighting effects in the Windows XP version. A little bit better than the 360s, but either game you get is awesome. And like I said, it is what I consider to be a hidden gem on the 360. You can also get it on the PS3, so definitely look for it if you have the ability to still play those. The Windows 11 version you saw, which the gameplay was done at 4K. I have my capture software set up to, it can capture 4K, but I have the output from when it's producing the video to be at 1080p. Basically what I was trying to show was how buttery smooth that the Windows 11 did with it, with the higher frame rates. One thing, if you do record off of Windows 11, I do recommend, you see how I'm got the blowout behind me because of the light here? That's what Auto HDR does to the gameplay in the recording. On my screen, it looked fabulous. The recording is kind of blown out a little bit, and like I said, the lighting at that point looks closer to the Xbox 360 because of the Auto HDR when recording, but looks sweet when you're playing it. So, you guys make up your mind which one you thought looked better. Either way you look at it, whichever way you go for this game. You will not be disappointed. If you like arcade style racing games, this is well worth it for a rally game. I am Matt from the Gaming Corner, and we'll see you guys in the next comparison video.